As you guys may have heard, Demi Lovato was hospitalized after an overdose,
Reportedly,
and she has battled addiction, and in a very public way that I think empowered so many people.
She was honest about it, really honest about it.
She's in stable condition, and we're grateful to hear that news.
Yeah. She had been sober for 6 years.
Yeah,
right?
she had, and I think the thing about her is the reason, I mean, so many people feel connected to her in a way that I haven't seen before. Like, you're watching this, and I think it's because she shared kind of her pain with everybody.
Yeah, of course.
So they were on the journey with her.
Because when you're going through something like that, I'm sure you think you're the only one in the world, and that nobody understands. And then all of a sudden, this person that they emulate, who's got everything people think if you have it, you're going to be happy. That's the real irony of the whole thing. Some of the most miserable people I've ever known in my life, or neediest people, are the ones that have the most stuff.
Because she is,
but she's been honest about that. Stuff's not going to soothe your soul.
Yeah, and she is battling that addiction, and she, according to E! News, she was treated with the Narcan, which is used when you have some kind of opioid overdoses. But you know what's
miraculous drug.
Yeah.
The irony that it takes a miraculous drug to counteract the effects of a really harmful drug.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? I remembered sitting with her. I did an interview with her and another gentleman at the 92nd Street Y a couple of years ago. And I remembered, I was struck at kind of the openness.
Yeah.
Because she talked about
there was no shame, which is so great. No shame involved.
She talked about all of it, and I remember I was struck, and I thought to myself, wow, she's so strong, this young girl, because
she's what, only 26 years old or something?
Here's a little bit of that interview. Is it still a struggle every single day, Demi, for you?
I don't know if I would say that it's a struggle every single day, because I do so much work on myself that some days I forget that I'm bipolar. And other days there are times where I have to buckle down and call people and check in with my therapist. I have to take my medication every single day. There are things that I do every single day in order to not let it become a struggle every waking moment. But I would say that it gets easier. Some days I think about drinking and other days I don't. And that's what life is all about. It's just focusing one day at a time.
I think therapists do say that on the road to recovery, there are moments just like this. Like, this is part of a path and a journey. It's not like, oh, gosh.
But there's such condemnation in the world today, like you're weak or something like that. Or self-condemnation's the worst, which is you're doing so well, and then you're weak, and then you're a failure again in your own mind. And she's not, and she's not at all. And so I had read somewhere, and I don't know if this is true, so it's just allegedly, but that she had parted ways with her life coach. And she was sort of talking about that there, which is, her therapist. Or that could be different from a life coach, somebody that's with you, walking the journey with you. And boy, you do that at your own peril, I think.
Her family, a rep for Lovato, is confirming that she is awake. She's with her family, and they're saying that a lot of the information that's out there, some is incorrect. They're asking for privacy, and we do understand it. But I have to tell you,
we're trying not to speculate.
Meeting her and knowing her a little, I would never bet against her.
No, me
I feel
either.
like she is strong, and she is one of those people. And I have to say, one of my just the things that I'm sure if Demi's up, she's thinking about this. One of the things that she should be the proudest of is they started a hashtag, because without her knowing, Demi Lovato helped so many people.
Right.
And the hashtag is something like, how Demi has helped me.
That's lovely.
And imagine if you're reading, like, all these
kids. She finds out that millions of people have been impacted.
What you were just saying, like, she had no idea people watched her and said, oh, she can do that.
She can do it. I can do it. Yeah, well, she can do it, and our prayers are with her.
Yes, indeed.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.